Dan Elliott with you here for another edition of Thunderbirds This Week, standing at War Memorial Gym as the men's basketball team gets prepared for this weekend. They're coming off a two-game sweep in the Okanagan, and they had an impressive weekend, as did all the teams for the UBC Thunderbirds. They finished last weekend 11-1, not too shabby. Should mention as well, congratulations to the UBC women's swimming team. They were the Canada West champions for a fourth straight year. They have now won 24 Canada West titles, the most in the UBC's history. Most for the program, actually tied with women's field hockey. Also a shout out to the men's team that finished second. They both, of course, will be competing at the CIS Nationals February 21st. That's when all gets started in Calgary, Alberta. The men's basketball team will be taking on Mount Royal this weekend. Currently, the Thunderbirds are the top team in the Canada West Conference with a record of 14-2. They have won 8 straight games, and they control their own destiny the rest of the way. They have 6 games left, and they basically, if they can win it out, they will host the first round of the playoffs as well as the Canada West Final Four tournament. But they're taking on Mount Royal this weekend. They are 3-13, but as the Thunderbirds found out last weekend, there are no bad teams, just teams with bad records. So they really need to be prepared for this Mount Royal Cougar team. It isn't often that I feel short, but I'm here with the big man in the middle, Dave Wagner. Of course, the man who got the winning shot on Friday night at the buzzer beater. Where's that rack up in terms of your career highlights?
That's got to be the highlight for UBC. At least that's the biggest shot I've made. And coach just told us to do a high ball screen. Doug took a shot, he missed by a little bit, and I was lucky enough to clean up the rebound. Coming off a big weekend, 20+ points both games, getting a ton of action. I mean, your development this year has been pretty impressive. What do you think has been the biggest key to it? At the start of the year, Kev told me I needed to be a bigger part of the team this year, and he told me to step up. We lost 3 great forwards last year, which I took what I could from them, and I'm taking their minutes now and trying to step up and be part of this team. The women's team will be in action as well. They currently sit in second in the Pacific Division with a record of 12-4. They too are coming off a weekend sweep of UBCO and taking on a Mount Royal team that is 5-11 on the year, and they hope to continue their winning ways. They look to be hosting one of those first round playoff matchups. Should mention as well, this weekend it is shoot to win on Saturday night. One lucky Blue Crew member will have the opportunity to shoot for $5,000, all brought to you by Mahoney & Sons. You have to be here at the game on Saturday night. For more details, you can go to our website. Tip off on Friday night, 6 for the women, 8 o'clock for the men, and on Saturday night is 5 o'clock for the women and 7 o'clock for the men. The women's hockey team also home this weekend for their final home weekend series of the regular season. And who would have thought it? A team that had just one regular season victory last year having an opportunity not only to host a playoff game, but earn a first round bye as well. Currently, the Birds sit in 4th in the Canada West Conference and just 2 points out of that second place spot, which would allow them that first round bye. This weekend, they are taking on the Manitoba Bisons. It's senior night for them as well, so come out and support your UBC Thunderbirds women's hockey team. Both games will be at Pro Trans Arena. 7 o'clock is the puck drop for both those games, Friday and Saturday night. Of course, you can keep up to date with all the Thunderbirds in action this weekend at our website, gothunderbirds.ca. A great way to keep up with the road teams in action this week. The men's and women's volleyball teams will be in Brandon, take on the Bobcats, and the men's hockey team is in Manitoba to play the Bisons as well. You can follow us on Twitter at UBC T-Birds, hashtag GoBirdsGo, and on Facebook as well. That will do it for another edition of Thunderbirds This Week. Enjoy the games, everybody. We'll see you soon.